Welcome back, everybody. If you ask me, sustainability is always in style, right? Well, Fashion Week San Diego founder Ana-Cenit Cantor is joining us for a preview of their spring showcase. We also have Bea Cruz with us, who's coming to us live from the Philippines right now with her designs. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
They were looking forward to talking to you. I can't believe you have stayed up really late past your bedtime, I'm sure, in the Philippines. It's midnight there. But let's start with Allison, because we want to talk about the spring showcase. How's it all going to work? Just start with Allison, because we want to talk about the spring showcase. How's it all going to work?
Signature event spring showcase this week. We're going to be having a small audience, and then of course staying with our virtual component this year. And we're showcasing 10 new designers to our Fashion Week San Diego runway, and we couldn't be more excited. Today I have two. I have Moon Dust Concepts, which is really cool. They have a technique that's been perfected by her father for over like 60 years of research to do this application to porcelain and ceramic that makes the most beautiful, artistic, wearable art pieces that you'll be able to see come down the runway, and I can't wait to see what they do for their big show in October. And then I have Bea Cruz, which is last year's winning designer voted by our audience, who's known for using traditional Filipino-inspired textiles like sustainable pineapple fabric. How cool is that?
That's amazing. So is that what your model is wearing right now?
Yes, that's one of the pieces from her collection last year that was on the Fashion Week San Diego runway, which was 100% completely virtual. We were so excited that actually we had over 650 people tune in live when we broadcast, because we were in such uncertain times, as everyone knows. And again, we're just thrilled this year that we can be back in person and virtually for all our signature events.
Okay. I know I want to talk to Bea in a moment here about her pineapple designs using that fiber. But Allison, you know fashion very well. You've been doing this for quite some time. How often do designers come up with sustainable designs using that kind of creative fabric that's, you know, good for our planet too?
You know, we're so fortunate this year. Not only do our 10 designer brands all are happening because they're all female brands, they're all female head designers this year, which has never happened in our history of 14 years, but majority of them actually using sustainable practices in their designs, whether it's recyclable fabric that's plant-based like pineapple fiber, or even thrifting fabric that was vintage and recycling it to make something new. So this year we actually see that as a huge trend with our designers on the runway, which is very exciting and, like you said, good for our planet.
It certainly is. So let's bring Bea now into the mix, coming to us from the Philippines right now. Tell us about your designs, Bea, and why you started working with this pineapple fiber.
So being an international designer from last year, I was inspired of making a collection that represents where I came from, which is the Philippines. So the pineapple fabric is the traditional fabric of the Philippines, and up until now it's still being used, and I was really inspired of putting it out internationally so that it will be known to the world, not just here in the Philippines.
I love that you're doing that, and of course it definitely caught the eye of so many people. That dress that the model was wearing, you don't quite think of a white elegant gown like that made of pineapple fiber. Is it hard to work with?
Not really, because I actually made this dress personally. And it's not really that hard to work with, but you have to be cautious about it's because it's thin. It's really thin to work with, so we have to be cautious when sewing the fabric.
And Bea, if you could real quick tell us about, obviously in fashion, we've heard a lot of, you know, about waste, things like that. Why is it so important for you to try to maintain that sustainability?
It's one of my advocacies to use sustainability in my pieces. So it's really important to use plant-based fabrics into the pieces.
I love it, Bea. Thank you.
And actually, this look. Sorry, may I just add?
Yeah.
This look is actually you can wear it multiple times, so that's why that's why it's detachable. The sleeves is full, so you can wear it as is, or just a plain, simple, sleek gown.
Ah.
The white. Yes. Yeah.
That's awesome, Bea. Thank you very much. Let's also bring Allison now back, because you have the model there with the gown that Bea was talking about. Allison, what can we expect? So you have the spring showcase, and then October is Fashion Week. So give us a little sense of what to expect that's coming.
Yes, so we are just so thrilled. Our venue this year is here at Euphoric Distillery in San Marcos, which is really fun for us to be in North County. And we kick off this week with Spring Showcase, which is our annual signature event where you get to see one look by all 10 of our designers this year participating in Fashion Week San Diego. And then in July, we have our second signature event, which is actually taking place in New York City at Sotheby's Art Gallery, which is going to be huge. And then, of course, our signature October runway shows. And tickets for our October runway shows will go on sale this Friday, the day after Spring Showcase. And I do want to point out, for those of you who are San Diego local and proud and understand this charity, for the month of May, a portion of ticket sales from our October show will go back to Rady's Children's Hospital.
That's great.
So for the month of May, if you buy your ticket, and I'm hoping we sell out, to be honest.
Allison, Bea, we are out of time. I apologize. Fashion Week SD.
News 8 Weather is sponsored by SDCCU. It's not big bank banking, it's better.
We use our phones,